The players in the gallery had finally gotten both king and queen down to their name day suits. With scarcely a moment's respite, they began to play a very different sort of song. No one sang the words, but Caitlin knew the Rains of Castermere when she heard it. Edwin was hurrying toward a door. She hurried faster, driven by the music. 6 quick strides, and she caught him. "And who are you," the proud lord said, "that I must bow so low?" She grabbed Edwin by the arm to turn him, and went cold all over when she felt the iron rings beneath his silken sleeve. Caitlin slapped him so hard she broke his lip. Oliver, she thought, and Perwyn, Alessander, all absent, and Rosalind dead. Edwin Frey shoved her aside. The music drowned all other sound, echoing off the walls as if the stones themselves were playing. Rob gave Edwin an angry look and moved to block his way, and staggered suddenly as a quarrel sprouted from his side just beneath the shoulder. If he screamed then, the sound was swallowed by the pipes and horns and fiddles. Caitlin saw a second bolt pierce his leg, saw him fall. Up in the gallery, half the musicians had crossbows in their hands instead of drums or lutes. She ran toward her son until something punched in the small of the back, and the hard stone floor came up to slap her. "Rob!" she screamed. She saw small John Umber wrestle a table off its trestles. Crossbow bolts thudded into the wood, 1, 2, 3, as he flung it down on top of his king. Robin Flint was ringed by Freys, their daggers rising and falling. Sir Wendell Manderley rose ponderously to his feet, holding his leg of lamb. A quarrel went in his open mouth and came out the back of his neck. Sir Wendell crashed forward, knocking the table off its trestles and sending cups, flagons, trenchers, platters, turnips, beets, and wine bouncing, spilling, and sliding across the floor. Caitlin's back was on fire. "I have to reach him." There was a dagger on the floor a few feet away. Caitlin crawled toward it. Her limbs were leaden and the taste of blood was in her mouth. "I will kill Walter Frey," she told herself. Jingle Bell was closer to the knife, hiding under a table, but he only cringed away as she snatched up the blade. The top that the small John had flung over Rob shifted, and her son struggled to his knees. He had an arrow in his side, a second in his leg, a third through his chest. Lord Walder raised a hand, and the music stopped, all but one drum. Caitlin heard the crash of distant battle, and closer the wild howling of a wolf. Grey wind, she remembered too late. Lord Walder cackled at Rob.
"The king in the north arises."
"Seems we killed some of your men, your grace. Oh, but I'll make you an apology. That will mend them all again, eh?"
Caitlin grabbed a handful of Jingle Bell Frey's long gray hair and dragged him out of his hiding place.
"Lord Walder!"
She shouted.
"Lord Walder, enough!"
The drum beat slow and sonorous. Doom, boom, doom.
"Please. He is my son. My first son. Let him go, and I swear that we will forget this. I swear it by the all gods and you. We
Lord
will
Walder
take no
peered at her in
vengeance."
mistrust.
"You already swore me one oath right here in my castle. You swore by all the gods your son would marry my daughter." "Take me for a hostage, but let Rob go. Rob, get up. Get up and walk out. Please."
Yes, Rob, get up. Get up and walk out, please. Please. Rob grabbed the edge of the table and forced himself to stand.
"Mother."
He said. Lord Walder snorted.
"Why would I let him do that?"
She pressed the blade deeper into Jingle Bell's throat. She had lived too long, and Ned was waiting. It was Rob she feared
My
for,
honor as a Tully,
she told Lord
on
Walder.
my honor as a Stark. Let him go, or I will cut your wife's throat.
Her hand shook so badly she was wringing Jingle Bell's head.
"I'll find another."
A man in dark armor and a pale pink cloak spotted with blood stepped up to Rob.
"The Lannisters.
Jaime Lannister sends his regards. He thrust his long sword through her son's heart and twisted. Rob had broken his leg, but Caitlin kept hers. She tugged hard on Aegon's hair and sawed at his neck until the blade grated on bone. Blood ran hot over her fingers, and the drum went boom, doom, boom. Finally, someone took the knife away from her. The tears burned like vinegar as they ran down her cheeks. 10 fierce ravens were raking her face with sharp talons and tearing off strips of flesh, leaving deep furrows that ran red with blood. She could taste it on her lips. It hurts so much, she thought. Our children, Ned, all our sweet babes. Rickon, Bran, Arya.
Sansa. Rob. Please, Ned, please make it stop. Make it stop hurting.
The white tears and the red ones ran together until her face was torn and tattered, the face that Ned had loved. And a hand grabbed her scalp just as she'd done with Jingle Bell. Then the steel was at her throat, and its bite was red.